I came to Providence College in the fall of 1974. At the time, the student population was just over 2,000. And my first year here was the first year that women who had gone through all 4 years here graduated. In fact, that graduation was the last one at the Grotto on campus. I came as an assistant professor of sociology. My primary purpose was to teach introductory sociology, medical sociology, and statistics. Without any obvious planning, I've ended up shifting the focus of my career a number of ways over the course of the time I've been here. For the first 10 years or so, I was concentrating on getting tenure and teaching sociology classes. I then started experimenting teaching some business courses. I taught both undergraduate business organizational theory, and I taught in the MBA program for a while. And as a result of that teaching in the area of organizations and leadership, I ended up spending 3 years in a row with short teaching stints in Istanbul, Turkey. The Chamber of Commerce there had a university, and they were preparing young economists for moving into the EU. They're still doing that, by the way. And so I was brought over again to teach for short stints. As I became more interested in questions of leadership, the opportunity arose in 1994 for me to be on the research and development team for the creation of the what became known as the Public and Community Service Studies Department and the Feinstein Institute. I got involved in the Feinstein Institute and eventually was the associate director of that. And that's at the time when Father Smith, who was one more year in office, but my predecessor, Dr. Thomas Canavan, was retiring. Father Smith asked me to be the interim vice president. That was in 2004. The value that the experience with students has had in my career has been immeasurable. I consider it an honor to be able to serve the college in making contact with students. The student life experience, the student learning experience is uppermost in my concern. It was when I was a faculty member alone, and it certainly has been since I've been a provost. I often comment, particularly to parents of prospective students and to alumni, that I work very hard every day to improve the value of their degrees. So that student experience is not only something that's been important to me, and I would say to Father Shanley, but I see that as an underpinning for the strategic plan that the college has now. And I'm really pleased that the academic experience is emphasized so much in that strategic plan. In my second year in this job, Father Shanley had been named president, and he decided to do a national search, and he named me the chief academic officer. And he said to me, by the way, just before I asked him to bless me, I want you to do three things while you're provost. I want you to get a new curriculum. I want you to link promotion to associate professor and tenure. And I'd like you to develop a post-tenure development system, a post-tenure review support system. So we got that accomplished. Very soon after that, we were able to link promotion to associate professor and tenure. If I could, I'd like to tell you why I think that's so important to me. It's a sign of academic maturity when an institution says that your teacher scholars are worthy of promotion in rank at the same time that they're worthy of being tenured. The cooperation that Father Shanley has provided me for us to really transform the faculty. We've hired over 60% of our faculty since he's come into office. It takes a lot of work. He's involved deeply in interviewing every candidate for every tenure track position. And we've been extremely successful in getting faculty from the top 100 graduate schools in this country and the world, and faculty who are interested in doing scholarship, but at the same time, engaging what I call hand-to-hand combat with students, teaching introductory courses, providing research opportunities for them, and mentoring them. I don't think there's any question in my mind about it. We've worked hard to do that. We've We have metrics on how the value of that degree is measured. I think we have a lot of evidence, especially now that we created a section of my division on institutional effectiveness. We gather a lot of data from students, 6 months out, 1 year out, 5 years out, 10 years out from graduation. And we get feedback from them on the value of their degree. So I don't think there's any question at all that as a result of the hard work of the lifeblood of this institution, which is the faculty, that the value of our degrees have improved. The opportunity that Providence College has right now in its strategic plan, in the quality and expertise of the faculty and students that we have, and the wonderful support we get from staff, administrators, that the strategic plan holds great promise for academics. I'm particularly interested in seeing how Dr. Reed will develop the vision around the Center for Interdisciplinary Studies, which is one of the prime academic emphases in the plan. I'm also interested in how the college will revitalize and improve the liberal arts honors program. And I'd love to see us do even more in the area of supporting students in signature work, in hands-on demonstrations of how they can apply what they've learned while they've been here. I have high hopes and great expectations that the college is on a trajectory where it will continue to improve. And again, the value of the degree will improve with it.